So if you own a 99 and up F250 extended cab or super cab, you've probably run into this issue with these roof mount cab corners here, these weather stripping. So the issue with them is they rot and dry rot. They come off, they pop off, whatever the case may be. And if you have a white truck like mine, problem is the dealer does not sell the white ones anymore, only the black. The black looked okay, but it doesn't quite blend in as nicely as I would like. And the main issue is for the single cab and crew cab models, they're all the same. The extended cab or super cab are the only ones that are different. The mounting points are slightly a different length, and Ford doesn't make the white ones. So you can only order the black ones or try to find some on eBay. And these are actually the closest ones I've found so far. But you can notice it doesn't overlap the corner here on the top of the roof. So the driver's side one doesn't work very well. However, the passenger side one actually fits pretty nice. So what I'm going to do instead, I went ahead and got the Ford factory black ones and painted them white. This is the exact color of these old Fords. I believe it's called Oxford White. And I actually picked these up. You can get these at AutoZone or O'Reilly's. These are exact matches. And here's the one you'll need for the white color. And I sprayed these. I put a couple coats on, and it actually came out. These were pure black. It went on really nice. And then afterwards, you hit it up with clear. And this is the clear I used. It's just a clear top coat. And put a few coats on there as well. And these came out looking just like the factory units. So we're going to go ahead and put these on and see how they look. So if you've never removed those corners, you actually have to get to the back. There's two screws that hold them on. They're only finger tight, but they are kind of a pain to get to. So on this extended cab model, you do have to remove this backrest piece. It's just held on by clips. It pops off. You have to remove the seatbelt bolt, which is right there. And then pull down this plastic trim all the way down to about right here, to where you can pull it out of the way and access the two screws. So we'll start by just grabbing this, give it a couple tugs, and only do it about halfway on one side and then go to the other. If not, you'll break it in the middle. So same thing on this side. It's easier to grab it from the bottom and then grab it from the top. One hand's kind of a pain. And then once you get it off, that's what it looks like behind that. As you can see, it's just held on by these little clips into these holes right here. Note that when you're putting it back together, this little pin does have to go into that hole. So next we'll take the seatbelt off. So you need to get you an Allen wrench, put it in the seatbelt bolt, and go ahead and loosen that up. Once you get it unscrewed, just make sure you're holding onto it so it doesn't fall down. And you can just kind of lay it down out of the way. Then you need to grab this plastic trim somewhere where you can get to it and start popping it down. And you really only need to get it down about this far, because the screw holes, this is one of them you're going to use right there, and it's really hard to see in there, but this one of the nuts is in there, and the other one you'll access from right there. You can see that nut back there. They're finger tight, but you will need an extension to go through this hole to get to that nut. And it is for those of you that are asking, a 9mm. And the easiest way to do this is with an extension. See if I can do this with one hand. So you'll put the extension through and you'll grab on right there. And like I said, it's finger tight, so you should be able to go ahead and unscrew that. Be super careful when you're unscrewing it. That nut will fall down this pillar and it'll never be seen again. So make sure you hold on to it. And that is what the nut looks like when it's off. So once you got the nuts off, you'll just grab it, lift it up, and then it comes in behind the window weather stripping. You'll have to make sure you get that screw out of the hole and pull it out. This one has some tape on it. This is one of those eBay ones. It had some tape on the seal. The factory ones won't have that tape. So just for comparison, the one on the right is the eBay one, and this one here is the one that I painted. This is the factory OEM black one. So color-wise, it looks almost identical. I would just wipe down the surface with a paper towel or a rag just to clean any dirt or debris that might be caked up from years of abuse. I found it's easiest to try to set the one here on the backside for the weather stripping first, because you have to kind of come in at an angle. Once you get it in the hole, then you can bring it forward and attach it to the front screw. And that's what it looks like just set in place. It's not screwed down yet, so you see there's a little bitty gap, but that is what it's supposed to look like. So once you're done, you should end up with something like this. Looks much better than the black one. Makes the truck look a little cleaner. If you're interested or have any questions, leave them in the comments below.